I wasn't finna shoot him, but I was finna beat him. Like, not try to beat him, but I can't beat him, but I was gonna try to get him up off of him. I fired one shot, sir.
Well, here's the problem. I asked you before, you said you didn't give that gun to anybody else. You said you got in the car with it, okay?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who else shot. I don't know where it's shot.
This is Willie Eckford, a man who claimed he was just trying to protect himself. But instead, he ended up pulling the trigger and killing Joseph Hepburn. He didn't act like a cold-blooded killer. He turned himself in, said it was all self-defense. But then they talked to his friend, Jaquan Glover. And Jaquan told them everything. That's when the story started to unravel.
Does Lamar know that you boys have a gun when he is driving that vehicle?
I'm not sure if he...
Does Willie not tell him he's going to shoot him? Willie doesn't say, I'm going to shoot you.
When Willie pulled out the gun, he had it pointed at him, but he didn't shoot when he first put it up.
Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
Willie, they get out the car about to fight, and Willie get out. They start swinging, boom, boom. I saw Willie go to the car, and I heard the gun caught back. And Lamar was like, chill, like, that's how you gonna do me, like chill.
Then what happened?
Then, I guess Lamar tried to take the gun from him or something. They started fighting after that. And that's when they started fighting, I swung Lamar, and I got slammed.
By?
The other guy,
Okay.
somebody Lamar's name. The other guy in the front seat. Want me to continue? But after that, that's when the shot went off, and I jumped in the car.
You left something out.
The shot doesn't go off. Try again.
Oh, even beyond that, you left something out. Remember what you told us you said? What did you say?
From the outside, there was nothing unusual about the meeting. Joseph Hepburn drove to the Best Western in Orlando, expecting a conversation. A tense one, maybe, but not a deadly one. There had been talk of a burglary, missing clothes, some drama that needed to be sorted. Willie Eckford showed up with his friend Jaquan Glover, claiming they just wanted to talk. But what started as a confrontation quickly spiraled. Voices were raised, tempers flared, and then a gunshot. Joseph Hepburn's body was found hours later on Bentley Street, dumped like trash, shot once. His car was gone, and the ones responsible? They turned themselves in less than 2 hours later. But when Willie sat down with detectives, something didn't sit right. He wasn't cold. He wasn't calm. He was bouncing, emotionally and mentally, all over the place. One minute, he looked scared, like a kid in over his head. The next, he was explaining things away, like it was all just a misunderstanding. He said it was self-defense. He said he didn't mean for any of it to happen. But the panic in his voice, the pacing in his story, the constant shifts in emotion, it all told a different story. One of guilt, one of fear, one of someone who knew they were caught and didn't know how to spin their way out. And then came Jaquan's version of events. Calm, director, detailed, and completely different from what Willie had just told them. That was the turning point. Suddenly, this wasn't about self-defense. It was about what Willie wasn't saying. The lies, the contradictions, the truth hiding in plain sight. And it wasn't long before detectives realized Joseph didn't die in a moment of fear. He died because someone made a decision, and the other man in the room finally told the truth. Now let's watch Willie try to lie his way out. The crazy part is, I think Willie was definitely on something.
If you can, just for the record, okay, because we're going to tape it, okay? So head nods don't work, okay? So is that a yes or a no? Am I saying Eckford right? Yeah? Okay. Can you just say your name for me? Give me your date of birth, please.
February 23rd, 2000.
And just state your name for me, okay?
Willie Eckford.
Thank you. All right. Also present, Detective Teresa Sprague. Willie, can you do me a favor? Can you raise your right hand for me, please? you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Is that yes or no? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay. How old are you, Lay?
18.
18. Okay. Lay, I need to go over these with you, okay? I'm going to go over one by one. You just have to understand them, okay? If you have any questions about it, make sure you ask me, okay? And then we'll go from there. Okay? Is that a yes? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, pal. You're nodding your head yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Hey, pal, listen, I hate to do this to you, but I need a yes or no. I can't do head nods. Because I might misunderstand a head nod. Is that a yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before question without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
Okay. All right, Willie. Like I said, there's always two sides to every story, okay? And we're starting with you. I want to find out what happened from you tonight, okay? So I'm going to basically start it with you just telling me what happened tonight, okay? How did we get here?
Here?
Yeah. How did we get here? What happened tonight? I know. I know.
Sure.
This is the hard part.
I can't say everything right now. I can't say everything right now. But Joe was tussling with my friend, Papa. He was tussling with Papa. His friend tried to grab me, but I got away from his friend. His friend is white with a flat top. I only saw him twice in my whole life.
Okay.
His people gotta know this, man. But I know Joe. The whole reason for the situation being like that is because he told us. He said it right out loud. Y'all gonna make me get out and do something to y'all that y'all don't want me to do.
Okay.
And he turned the car around. He didn't take us back
Didn't take you back where?
to the hotel.
The hotel.
He didn't take us back. He
Okay.
took us. It was in the cut. I don't know exactly where it is. I'm not from Orlando, but it was in the cut. His friend tried to grab me, but I had got loose.
Okay.
Joe, he came, he tackled me, did something. I got on the ground.
Okay.
His gun that I got hit at his car
Uh-huh.
fell with his keys. Papa stopped him from hitting me.
Okay.
And at that point, I just... Papa wasn't strong enough to hold him off, and he was still trying to cut him. I swear to God, I ain't mean to shoot him. I promise you I did. I promise you I did, man.
Okay.
I promise you. iPhone, they got recorders. You can play the audio back. His friend here, he's light skinned with a flat top. He heard everything, but I know he gonna lie because you ask Joseph Hepburn, ask his close friends, and they will tell you about him. They will tell you about this man. They will tell you about him.
Okay.
And I didn't want to do it. I knew him for years, but it was just out of... He told us, he said, y'all gonna make me start this car, do something. So in my mind, I don't...
How many times did you shoot?
Once.
Once. Okay. Did anybody else shoot the gun?
I shot him once, and I had got in the car.
Okay.
And I drove to the back, the late man apartments.
Uh-huh.
And I drove that car in the lake.
Why'd you do that?
Out of just... Cause honestly, I ain't want to go to jail. I don't want to do this. I know I see it all the fucking time. I got people who work at the car. I know what it is, man.
Let's go back, okay? Do me a favor, let's go back. So you called him Joe?
His name is Lamar.
Lamar? How long have you known him?
Since he was one of the first persons I knew when I came up here to show me around and stuff like that.
Where'd you come up here from?
Miami.
Miami? Okay. So how long ago was that?
I honestly, it was
Like a year ago?
back,
2 years?
back.
So you've known Lamar for
I
a
know
long time.
Lamar. I know Lamar. That's Lamar.
That's Lamar. Okay. Just let the record reflect. I just showed Mr. Eckford a photograph of David photographed of Joseph Lamar Hepburn. Okay.
I swear I didn't mean to do it. I swear I did. I'm not big enough to tussle with.
Well, I just want to walk through it, okay? And you gotta understand, Willie, we're at A and we want to get to Z, okay? So the questions I'm asking you are going to be important to help us fill in the blanks.
From the second he sat in that interrogation room, Willie Eckford looked like a man unraveling. Not cold, not calculating, just scared, nervous. Jumping from one version of the truth to the next, like he was trying on excuses to see which one might fit.
You knew Lamar for about 2 years. Okay. When did you first see him? So today, it's now Thursday morning, okay? It's early Thursday morning. Yesterday was Wednesday, okay? When did you meet up with Lamar? Yesterday. What time is it about?
Around the afternoon, it was in the afternoon. I really can't put a time on it. The sun wasn't down.
Okay. Where was that at?
He came to my house.
Came to your house?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was just to check out something about a puppy, because that's what we deal with. We're dealing with puppies. He came and said he had a customer for a puppy.
Okay.
He took a couple pictures, blah, blah, and we just headed out. We
What do you
went to
take
the
the
mall.
pictures with?
He took a picture of the puppy.
To use his phone?
Yes.
Okay.
So we went to the mall, and then
Which
that
mall
was
did you go
that.
to?
I don't really know all the malls up here. I know we went to one that was.
Who went to the mall? Let me answer that question. You and Lamar and who else?
And Papa.
Papa? Anybody else?
No.
No. What's Papa's name?
Jaquan.
How long have you known him for?
Before I knew Lamar.
Okay. You're nodding your head yes?
That's my friend.
Okay, Papa. That's what you call him, Papa. Okay. You're nodding your head yes? Okay. Just let the record reflect. I showed Mr. Eckford a photograph of Jaquan Glover today with photograph. Okay. So you've known him for a long time too. So you guys went to the mall. Where'd you go to the mall?
He dropped us back off home.
At home.
Yeah.
To where's home?
The late man.
Okay. And that's where you stay with. Who do you stay there with?
My mom, but I don't really stay with her.
Okay.
Well,
you just turned 18, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of feel what it like to live on your own.
No, it's like, nah, I just stay with my dad. Like,
Oh, your dad stays somewhere else?
he stays down there.
Okay.
And I just came up here because before I left to Miami, I had a whole bunch of dogs with him.
Yeah.
My mama, she took care of them. There was one left with puppy, so that's the reason of me coming back and forth to that house.
Okay. All right. So you went back to the house. You and Papa went back to the house.
The whole point was we was finna go out later that night
Okay.
to the club.
Okay. Which club? You don't
I
even know
don't
which
know
one?
it is downtown. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie to you. He said we're going downtown,
Okay.
and I just found my ID.
Okay.
So before he even come get us, I think he texted Papa and he texted him. He said where we was at.
Who's he?
Lamar.
Okay.
But I already told him before we left that my mama was finna drop us off.
Okay.
So I'm in my head like, why is he finna come? Like,
Right.
oh, so I was like, all right, forget it. Papa told him never mind. My mama told me because she was already in the process. She was in the car for about, I say, 5 or 10 minutes because I was running in and out saying I had to get this, get that,
Right.
get that.
Okay.
So once she dropped me off to the hotel,
Which hotel was it?
it was literally down this.
Okay. Do you know the name of it?
I'm not gonna lie to you, my mind everywhere right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I know it's on this street.
Okay.
This the street where Chuck is at. This is on the street where Chuck is at.
Well, let me ask you this question if you can remember where the checkers is, right? I'm looking at the checkers. And if I'm standing on the street looking at the checkers, would I go to my left or to my right to get to the hotel? Can you picture that?
If I'm passing the Greyhound station, you'll make a right.
Okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so you're coming up, the checkers will be on your right-hand side, you make the right, you go down the street. It's pretty much the only hotel down over there, I think. Whose room was it?
It's a friend of mine.
The name?
My brother got it through his baby mama.
So it's in your baby, it's your brother, it's basically kind of like almost like your sister-in-law's name?
It's not. Well, I don't know how she got it. I know I just purchased it. You
I hear you. I hear you.
And I bought it for a couple days.
For a couple days. Okay.
And when we got back to the room, it was something like suspicious, like, cause I had the balcony, it got a lock, so nobody can't climb up the balcony.
What floor are you on?
Oh, it was on the second.
Second floor. Okay.
So, soon as we come back to the room with our food and stuff, like, as soon as my mama dropped us off, before I could even call her back, my real phone doesn't not even in service. I couldn't even call her back, or Papa didn't even have his phone because he left it in the room.
Okay.
So, once we got to the room, the door was literally cracked open, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
The balcony door or the room door?
The room door.
Okay. So it was cracked open.
Cracked
so somebody
open.
didn't shut it or it was left open or something.
Yeah, it was.
And you didn't like that.
I didn't like that because I don't know if I don't want to go to sleep and somebody just walk in on me or.
Sure.
And then we already came in and half other stuff that we had on is already gone. So that was the key to just leave.
Somebody took your stuff.
Yeah.
What did they take?
A whole lot of clothes, whole lot of name brand clothes.
Okay.
Cause my mama know that's what I like, name brand clothes.
Okay.
It was a whole bunch of clothes missing, not everything missing, but it was just certain items that costed the amount was gone.
Okay.
Joe had called me here and said, "You still want to go to the club?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Nah, drop me off home. Drop me off home." He like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "Drop me off home. Drop me off home. Drop me off home."
Is this on the phone or is this in the car?
This was on the phone.
On the phone. So you're telling him I need to ride home, basically.
Yeah. So now, it took him like, I say almost close to an hour to get to this.
Okay.
So once he got down there,
Did he call you on from his phone to your phone, or how did that happen? How did that phone call happen?
he called me off of the app Messenger.
Which app?
I just said
Facebook?
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger. Okay.
So once he had called me and told me he was downstairs, in order to get to where we at, in order to get in the building, you need a key.
Okay.
So I had came down there and he was already hostile, like madder than me. And this ain't even your property. Like, how you gonna get me back? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he think I was accusing him because I wanted to go home and I didn't want to go out.
Right.
But I just told him, at first, as soon as I opened the door, he talking about, oh, my brother, he going to drop the 3 females off to, I guess, to the club. Once he said that, I was like, in my head, I need to get home. Everything ain't just adding up to me. I just need to get home.
Yeah.
Just get home.
What's Papa saying about all this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Papa was going the same thing. He was going
Okay.
he was
So
like,
he didn't like it either?
He didn't like it, but Papa's quiet. He quiet.
Okay.
So he's not finna say nothing.
Sure.
And so once we got to the light,
Which light?
I can't even lie to you. I don't even know what light it is, but I know the closest light to wherever that accident happened, closest light to that, that's where that happened.
Okay.
And it just threw my head off when he said, I carry mines on me every day. I know Joe.
Okay.
I done seen him put his gun up before. I seen where he put it at. I know what kind he got. I know what kind of guns he got.
What is it? What kind of gun?
It was a 9.
What kind of
Taurus.
Taurus?
Yes.
Okay. So he stops at this light. You guys are still having words, and then what happens?
We didn't even have word. He said he was talking to the dude in the front seat.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, where were you sitting in the car?
I was sitting behind dude in the back seat.
So you're sitting behind the passenger or the driver?
I was sitting behind the
The
passenger.
passenger.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Papa's sitting
Papa
where?
sitting behind Joe.
Joe. Okay,
Yeah.
Joe's driving, and then the other guy's in the front seat. Okay. So then what happens?
He busted you. He said once he said, "Y'all gonna make me do something," blah blah blah. In my head, I was like, "Oh man, just take me back to the hotel. I don't even care if you just take me back to the hotel. I'm having my mama come pick me up." The whole reason why I told him to come pick me up is because literally my mama just told me she's not coming back out.
Right.
She's not coming back out. That's the whole purpose of him coming. We leave. We get to the street.
First, he said they were just hanging out, just talking. Then, Joseph got aggressive. And then, he wasn't sure. Watch this next section. He claims Jaquan, aka Papa, was the one who got aggressive, and Jaquan's answer was different.
I don't know what him and Papa were. Papa and him was arguing.
Okay, what were you doing?
I was sitting back there.
You sitting? So you're still in the car?
We still in the car. I'm telling you how everything happened.
Yeah.
I'm behind him. Papa behind Joe. He busted you. He pulled in the cut. I guess he did. Well, Papa stepped out, or I don't know if he snatched him out or so what the plan was. But I know they was tussling when I looked at him.
What did it seem like to you? You said you're not sure if he snatched him out or if he got out. What did it seem like to you?
like he stopped the car. It's a coupe, so you gotta slide the front up to get out. So it was like he hopped out so quick, and Papa, and I know Papa, he not finna. If you say you finna fight, we're about the same size. Joe is like 2 times your
Bigger guy,
size.
yeah.
Wow.
So what happened? So what'd you see? You're sitting in the back seat. What point in time did you get out of the car?
When his friend got out the car,
His friend got out of the car.
that's when I got out the car.
Okay.
And he tried to do some slick. I don't know what kind of. He just tried to. When I guess he thought I was just gonna allow them to just
Mm-hmm.
fight,
Mm-hmm.
but I really wasn't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't finna shoot him, but I was finna beat him. Like not try to beat him, but I can't beat him. But I was gonna try to get him up off of him.
Off of who?
Papa.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to get Lamar Joe off of Papa.
Yeah. Before I could even get
So
to him,
when you saw the two of them, how was it? What did it look like? So explain that to me, Papa and
Joe was muscling him, like muscling him.
Did anybody fall to the ground?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when his friend tried to grab me.
Okay.
His friend tried to grab me, and I broke loose and ran over there to him, to Joe.
Okay. Then what happened?
Got Joe off of him. Now Joe hit me.
Joe hit
I
you?
fell on the ground.
Where did he hit you?
I don't even know. I just know I ended up on the ground, to be honest with you, sir.
So you don't know. Is it possible that Papa hit you?
I know Papa didn't hit me. I know Papa didn't hit me.
But you can't tell me where Joe hit you.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
So then what happened? So you get knocked to the ground.
He didn't know I had his
Where did you get it from?
under the seat.
You got it from under the seat.
Because when he slid the seat up, he keeps it under the passenger seat. So once you slide it up, everything, you're going to see everything that's behind the back seat. So it's going to slide up to an extent where you can see everything. So you slide it back and you won't see nothing.
Okay.
But his homeboy didn't see that Papa got in from his side.
Mm-hmm.
We got in from the passenger side, not Joe's side.
I got you.
So when he slid the seat up, I don't know if he knew that it was right there, but I knew it was right there.
Okay.
When we got to the light, that's when I took it upon myself and my safety to pick it up. It ain't.
So you got it at that point in time. So before you even got out of the car, you had it because you were at the light and you got it. You understand? Yes.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I understand you. Okay. And the reason you did that was because. Tell me why.
The words he said,
Okay. What is
y'all
that?
gonna make me do something to y'all that I don't want to do.
Okay.
In my head, I don't want to know what it is.
All right. And then he stopped the car, and so okay. So you have this gun, and you see he's.
If I'm not mistaken, his friend had a gun too, if I'm not mistaken.
Why do you say that?
I just know Joe. Joe hang with people who got guns, licensed guns.
So you thought he had a gun, but you can't say for sure.
I can't say for sure, but I know he had a gun on him. I know he did. He can't sit here and tell you that he didn't have no gun.
All right. So tell me. We got to the point now. So you get out of the car and you have this gun. Where's the gun when you get out of the car?
It was in my pocket.
In your pocket? Are these shorts here?
Yes, because neither one of them couldn't see. Well, they couldn't see me the way I did it. Because
Where's your cell phone?
I don't even know what neither of
Well,
those.
I mean, at the point in time, you know the gun's in your pocket. Where's your cell phone at that time?
I don't even know what that's at. Be honest
Well,
with
no,
you.
I know now. But at some point in time, I mean, you had your cell phone with you at that time because you were talking to him on the phone and stuff, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, so where was your phone at that time?
it was on me. I had my phone.
Where? In your pocket?
No, like, hold on, okay, confused now.
I'm just trying to understand.
Where my phone was when
Well, you had the gun in your pocket, and was your phone like in your hand or in your other pocket, or where was it?
I really can't tell you.
Okay.
I really can't tell.
Okay.
I want to say it was in my pocket,
Okay.
and it probably fell, or I don't want to. I don't really know what happened.
Okay, that's not a problem. So again, so you get out of the car, you got the gun in your pocket, and then you see Joe and you see Papa, and did you get on the driver's side or the passenger
I
side?
got on the passenger side.
So
He let
dude
him-
find out how to get out first.
Yes.
Okay, so he gets out.
He didn't get out first. Joe stopped the car. He pulled around the.
No, I mean he had to get out before you got out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those two got out first,
Yeah.
and then you and dude, he's sitting in the front seat, you're in the back seat. He
Yeah.
gets out of the car, so you have to get
I
out
wasn't
of the
gonna get out until he got out,
car. Okay.
and then he touched me, and I don't even know him.
Right.
I don't know you like that.
Right.
So
So what'd you do to him?
I got him off of me.
You got him off
he,
you?
He's small. He's a skinny.
Okay.
He's not skinny like me, but he don't got enough weight
Sure.
to try to muscle me how Joe would muscle me.
So then what happens? You get him off, and then what do you do?
I ran over there to them,
Okay.
push him off.
Push you off.
Joe, I tried to push him off, but that ain't work.
Okay.
I ended up on the ground some way, somehow.
Okay.
Papa in the car. Hey,
Papa
just
went in the car? Where'd he go in the car?
the passenger seat.
Yeah, in the passenger seat.
Cause I told him that we could leave. I was like, where the keys? Because the whole plan was we gonna tussle with him, and all of a sudden the keys finna fall, finna try to get in the car.
So your whole plan was to take the car?
No.
Okay.
The whole plan was we gonna get in the car and just like call my mama or somebody, cause he was talking real crazy. So
you, at what point in time did you check the gun out of your pocket?
when we got him, when he hit me,
Mhm.
I swear to God, I didn't even pull it out of nothing. It was on the ground. So if I didn't pick it up off the ground and do that, it went the other way around. I would have felt like, and that's just how I see it.
Okay.
And he was still coming toward the gun on the ground. Papa got him off of me.
Mhm.
He's still going after the gun.
Mhm.
He's coming after me.
Okay.
At that point, I just shot him.
Where did you shoot him?
I really can't say where I shot him at.
What did you
I
do after
didn't
that?
want to.
What'd you do after that?
I got his car and I drove to the projects, Lake Man Projects, and I drove his car inside the lake, out of the spite of just, honestly, my mama could vent. I know I didn't do nothing, but I just see it all the time on TV how people just get one story and don't believe that side of the story and all this.
Mhm.
I know for a fact how it goes down. It ain't. So soon as I shot him, I had drove his car to the lake, just by like I didn't want nobody like I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go. That's it.
Where's the gun?
I left it in.
At what point in time did you feel like you had to pull the trigger?
When he started reaching to, I saw his eye contact.
Mhm.
I saw the eye contact.
What do you think he would have done to you?
Sir, it's self-explanatory. He looked at the gun. Once he saw the gun on the ground, that's when it was like a switch. It was like in his head he had to get that gun.
What did he say?
He wasn't really saying that much. He wasn't saying that. I can't even remember word for word what he was saying. I just know I looked him in his face and he saw that gun. And that's what he was after. I couldn't let him get that. If he would have got that, me and Papa would have probably been. And I'm definitely not gonna fight with somebody like that. He already did it once, so I already know the second time what you finna grab the gun and do what to me.
Did what once?
Like saying like tussle, like I know your strength that you feel me. I can't even like overpower you. I know how big you is, so I'm not even gonna let you get another chance of trying to get up on me. So once he reached like that on me, that's when I shot, cause I knew. But I promise you, I didn't mean to. Joe, he been my friend for years and everything, but it was just
Second shot.
Sir.
What I need to hear from you.
I
listen,
really
Willie,
can't even freaking.
Willie, listen for a second, okay? Because you're pretty sure about the first one. But what I need to hear from you is a reason why you shot the second one, okay? If there's a reason, if you did it, the first one you did, you felt like you were defending yourself, okay? If you felt like you were defending yourself with the second one, then I need to know that. Because if I can't account for that and I can't explain your actions on the second one, that's a problem. Don't you agree?
Sure.
Don't you agree?
Yes.
That's a problem. Okay, so let's work through that problem, okay? We have to explain it, don't we?
You right.
Okay? Just like police, I'm accountable for every shot that I take. If you took two, that's fine. But we need to know why. We need to know what your thought process was for the second one. What happened in the second one? What happened, Willie?
Sir, I'm not going to lie to you.
Please don't.
If I'm trying my best to read. I blacked out. Sir. I blacked out. Once I shot Joe, everything happened so fast.
But you have to understand, we have to explain it. I want you to think hard for a second, okay?
Willie, did you hit the second guy or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is he laying over there? Do we need to go look for him?
No. Y'all didn't find him?
The second guy. Did you hit him
No.
with a gunshot?
No. I didn't shoot him. No.
Did you shoot at him?
No. What, matter of fact, yes. Because he was backing up like this with something in his hand, but I really couldn't see it.
Okay, so that's the second shot.
Yes.
Okay, so now we've got to explain. So he did what now? Tell me.
The way it was the street,
Mhm.
once he seen Joe get shot, I don't know if he was pump faking or what he was doing, but he was in the middle of the street backing up like he had something in his hand, and that was just to shoot just to
How
back
far
up.
away was he from you?
Like 2 houses down.
2 houses down?
Yeah. I don't know if he ran or did what, but I know he had got 2 houses down and he had turned his back. Once he did that, I was like, I don't know if he's finna start shooting at us, because nobody ain't finna just start. If a person running or something, they're finna run, not with their face or some face towards the person. They finna run with their back towards you. He was backing up like he had something in his hand, but I don't know if he really had a gun, or I don't know if he just was acting like he had a gun. But how I see it, the situation,
What did he have in his hands?
I can't tell you, sir. I couldn't see what was in his hand. I know he had something in his hand, and he was like this.
What if I told you that we have a little bit of an issue, okay? And then what if I told you that we don't want to make it worse, do we?
I know the issue, sir. I know the issue.
Well, there's a little bit more, because we don't want to make it worse, do we?
No.
Do we? Okay. So we have to put it all out there, okay? And making it worse is what? Not telling them
The truth.
right? That makes it worse, right? Okay? So, I can tell you right now he was running away from you, so that's an issue, don't you think?
Of course, because he just saw him get shot. That's the whole purpose
So
of
he's
him running.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That's my second time ever seeing his face in my life.
He's running away. So either he's running away or he's facing you.
He's facing me, but he's running away.
Here's
He's
the
not.
problem. There's video.
Okay.
So the video shows him running away, clearly running away. So what
Okay.
happened there?
Show.
What happened?
If you got the video, we don't gotta speak no more. We don't.
Okay.
Because you know you saw it then. Exactly how he was faced and how he had it, sir.
Well, let me make sure I understand right. I'd like to keep talking to you, but that's totally up to you.
Sir.
But my problem is I saw Lamar get knocked down. Clearly got knocked down twice.
By who?
He falls to the ground.
By who?
Papa. Clearly.
Okay, and you seen, so you didn't see Joe.
Listen, you don't have to get mad, okay? I'm just telling you what the video shows. You don't have to get mad at us. Why would you be mad at me for telling you what the video shows?
Cause
Why?
that's a lie.
What's a lie?
I know for a fact that he was finna try to kill either one of us.
Who was?
Joe
How?
or him.
Well, let me ask you this question. Okay? I gotta make sure. Are you okay to keep talking to us?
Yeah.
Okay. So help me understand this. If Joe wanted to kill you, right? And he had a gun under his seat, why didn't you just take the gun out and shoot you guys? Help me understand that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Joe keeps his gun under
So
his
can we
seat.
say that his intent is to kill you at that point in time? Because he has a lethal weapon under his seat and he doesn't take it out and shoot you
Sir,
guys.
at that point in time, we pull up on the dark road.
Okay.
4 people. You telling us right before we get to this dark road that you gonna do something you don't want to do. You gonna do something to us that you don't want to do.
Okay.
All right. You tell me what you gonna do.
Well, why did Papa get out of the car?
He stepped out the car and left the seat up. I don't know if he pulled Papa out or Papa stepped out. Joe.
Okay.
And within between that, I know
Did Papa run away?
I don't know.
Well, obviously not.
I couldn't. I was in the back seat. It's a coupe. You can't really see
So
it.
nobody made you get out of the car.
His friend got out the car. I'm not finna just let him get out the car with my friend over there because y'all not finna try nothing on him. I don't. That's just what it is. It ain't.
Well,
I got out the car because he got out the car. And once I got out the car, he didn't have to touch me that one time. And he touched me, and I don't even know him at all.
Let me make sure I understand this right. Let me make sure I sum this up right. So, this guy Joe that you've known for 2 years, you're cool with, but he's mad because you guys are basically accusing him of trying to set you guys up. Am I
Stealing
understanding
some
right?
clothes.
Yeah.
And I never said that out my mouth.
So, Joe pulls into this street, and he gets out of the car.
Before we get to the street.
He says some stuff. I got it. Okay.
Say some stuff, blah, blah,
And
blah.
at some point in time, you're able to get the gun out from under the seat. And it sounds like
I
you were at the light.
I been did that.
Yeah.
I been did that before because I just peeped how. Before when he came,
Okay.
he came to the gate aggressive. He came to the gate aggressive, hyper than me, more madder than me about my stuff.
So you were mad too.
I'm mad.
You were mad.
He madder
And you
than
thought
me.
he stole your stuff.
So I'm like, bro, I know it ain't you just dropped me off home. That's all I need is right
if
home.
if I understand right, though, you're upset, he's upset, and you're driving around, and it sounds like, is it something where you want to fight it out? I mean, is it going to be something
I'm not that type of person that's going. I'm not getting paid to fight. I don't get paid to fight. I'm not gonna tussle with you, and I'm not. I get money, so that's not no reason for me to make it back. That's why I ain't even. His friend could tell you that I didn't even say that much. I snapped on his friend because his friend said my name. He said my name like he knows me,
Okay.
and I said, "You don't know me. Keep my name out your mouth." That's all I said.
When detectives pressed him, he fidgeted. When they went quiet, he rambled. And when they caught him in a contradiction, he backpedaled with wide eyes and shallow breathing, like the walls were closing in. One minute, he was calm, even casual. The next, his voice cracked, his hands shook, and his timeline started to fall apart.
Okay, see, this is where I get lost. Maybe you get lost too. He didn't reach for his gun.
He didn't.
Why not?
I don't know why.
So how's that a threat to you if he didn't reach for his gun?
I don't
See
know
what
if
I'm
he
saying?
knew his shit was right there.
He could
I
have
don't-
reached under the passenger seat and looked for it.
He never,
Good.
but he didn't. So how's he a threat to you?
He don't see us as a threat.
Did he say he wanted to fight? Like, what did he say?
I'm glad you said that. He said that when Papa said, take her back to, he said, I beat y'all ass or some shit like that. I turn this bitch around and beat y'all ass.
You said something about that earlier.
Was it beat your ass or get the gun? Or what did he say?
It was.
I'm saying everything he said, I just can't put it in the steps, sir. I can't put it in order. It's so much that happened and I can't.
So when he stopped the car, what did you think was going to happen?
I knew what was gonna happen.
What?
It was either he was gonna come. Matter of fact, it was either he was gonna get out and bump us, or somebody was gonna get shot. And the way he was talking, I wasn't trying to see that. And he too big to even be trying to even square up. You ain't even my weight class, or you ain't neither one of our weight class. Why?
So you immediately felt in danger for your life. As soon as you got out of the car is what you're telling me.
As soon as he told me he had his Glick in the car,
But you have his gun.
yes.
So how is he a threat to you if he's threatening to shoot you and you have his gun? Help me understand that. How does
Sir,
that work?
The gun is for my defense. I cannot fight him. That's just like me trying to fight Hercules right now.
Okay, so we're back to just you guys fighting and he's too big.
Yes.
So which one is he? He threatened to shoot you or he threatened to beat your ass? Which one was it?
Man, didn't I just say everything?
So
He said he's gonna beat our ass. For that, he said he got his Glick. I'm just putting it in where he got his shit, his gun.
So if he wanted to kill you, why didn't he just get his gun and shoot you?
I don't know. You ask him that.
I'm trying to understand that.
When he got out of the car, did he slide the seat forward?
He didn't slide the seat forward. Yeah, he slid his seat
That's what I'm
forward.
asking.
And probably, it looked like he pulled Papa out, or Papa probably just climbed out or whatever.
And when you stayed in the back seat with the gun in your pocket, what did you see happening?
I didn't see, all I saw was arm. His homeboy got out.
Arms like they were tussling?
Like he was trying to muscle him or something like that. And his homeboy got out.
What did the homeboy do when he got out?
Like he was walking around the car, so I got out. He stopped his track and tried to let me pass him and grab my shirt. I don't even know you. I don't know you. And he tried to hold me there too.
So you wouldn't get involved in the fight?
So I won't get involved in the fight, but I wasn't even finna, honestly, I wasn't even finna try to jump them. I wasn't even trying to fight or nothing,
So he didn't want it to be 2-on-1. He wanted it to be Joe and Papa.
which is uneven.
Because
Way uneven.
Because Joe's size?
Not even size.
What?
He know what he is. He a grown man.
Mhm.
You was like, we grown men, but he's a grown man. He's a grown man. Like,
So when you got out, what was your intention?
my intention
Mm-hmm.
to break the fight up, and we finna just wait right here till when our ride comes, because I could catch Uber.
You said earlier that the plan was to get the keys and get in the car and get out of there. When
Yep.
did you guys make that plan?
In the car.
Okay. And did you communicate on your phones? Did you whisper to each other? What'd you do?
I had one like this. When he said he got his Glick in the car and he started acting like he was finna turn it around, I was like, and he already knew what time it was.
You were going to try and get the car. Okay. And the goal of getting the car was to...
Go home.
It's also illegal to take somebody's car.
You right?
Yeah.
You're right.
So we made a lot of bad decisions tonight.
Yeah, I know.
If the gun would have stayed in the car, the worst that probably would have happened to you is he'd have beat your ass.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you'd have fought him. You might have lost.
I would have.
Okay. And that'd have been the end of it. Maybe you wouldn't speak for a few months and he'd apologize.
Man, I don't know where you.
Or maybe you wouldn't be friends anymore.
Man, my whole point, once he backed up over there, in my head, I ain't. All that was good. He was trying to do something.
But he couldn't. He couldn't. The gun was in your possession. If you'd have left that, or even if you'd have hid it in the
How
car.
do I know that's his only gun in the car? I didn't know if the dude in front of me had a gun. I didn't know if he had one on his way. Because he always do.
But when you make a deadly force situation, when you make a deadly force decision, it's no different than the police. You better make damn sure you can convince a jury that your life is in imminent danger of deadly force. And that's exactly the same threshold that we have. How many times have you heard police getting in trouble for shooting an unarmed black man in this country?
I guarantee you it was because they was getting aggressive. I'm not against that, but everybody got to know their place at the right time. Don't get aggressive with somebody with a gun. If somebody got a gun and you still trying to hit them, what do you think they're going to do, kiss you?
But in this case, we have somebody who is able to.
At this point of the interrogation, the detective knows he is just going to keep lying. But as they dig deeper, he changes too. You can see it in his body language, the deflections, the disbelief, the quick glances around the room like he was searching for an exit that didn't exist. Now let's see his friend expose him. While Willie was in one room trying to juggle his story, Jaquan Glover was in another. And he wasn't dancing around the truth.
They did this.
I don't know who did it.
You had an idea. So who's your idea? Who did you speculate did it?
It really wasn't nobody at the hotel but me, Willie, and that guy.
Named?
Lamar.
So who did you think did this, Willie?
Mhm.
So who did you think did it?
Probably was Lamar. I don't know.
How'd that make you feel?
I don't really feel.
Were you mad?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't mad at all. Well, I'm trying to understand why somebody who wasn't mad would be yelling in a car. Why somebody who wasn't mad would be yelling inside a car. Why? If you
I
weren't
mean,
mad.
after that happened, that's when Lamar came back
Mm-hmm.
and took us to drop us off.
Mm-hmm.
And he was mad. He was mad.
What was he mad about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You know,
How do you know he was mad?
because the way he was talking aggressively.
What
And
was
the way
he
he was
saying?
driving.
What was he saying? Aggressively.
Hmm?
What was he saying? Aggressively.
He was talking to his friend at first, arguing with him.
Mm-hmm.
They were sitting in the front, and I went in the back.
Where were you sitting?
On the right back.
Behind the passenger?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was Willie sitting?
Next to me,
Okay. Who was driving?
the guy,
Which guy?
Lamar.
Lamar. So, he's yelling or speaking aggressively, but you don't know what he's saying. That's what you're telling me.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. So what was he saying?
He was saying, he was arguing with his friend. Then I said something.
What did you say?
I was saying, calm down, slow down, like, because the way he was driving, and he got right with me. And I said, just take us back to the hotel. He turned around, and he started talking again. And he messed around and said, shut up before I pull over and beat your ass right now, or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. It was something like that.
Okay.
He gonna beat our ass.
You accused him of stealing stuff is basically what pissed him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that so hard to tell me?
I don't know. He was already mad, though.
Okay. But the main argument was because you guys accused him of stealing your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was only three of us in the hotel, so it couldn't have been nobody else. It was two cars. We came in the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's three of us in there. I know Willie not gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's three of us in there. Willie got a car. He threw the car on the bed. I grabbed the other car out the dresser.
You're saying card, you mean the room keys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed one out the dresser, and this one here on the bed. I grabbed both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I threw them in the dresser and closed them.
Mm-hmm.
So Willie goes in the bathroom. I turn my head for a minute, and I come back. I get the key because we're about to leave and go.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one key in the dresser now. Like, where is it? Who got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the argument's pretty good in the car, to the point where he threatens to beat your asses
Yeah.
because you're accusing him of stealing the stuff that he said he didn't steal.
Yeah.
So he pulls the car over,
Mm-hmm.
EB and Lamar,
Yes.
and then what happened?
He gets out,
Mm-hmm.
and he's fighting Willie. But when he jumped on Willie, I got in the car and tried to jump on him. But the other guy, he jumped on me.
Okay.
And we was fighting.
Then what?
That's when the shot went off.
You shot him?
No,
You sure?
yeah, I'm positive.
Who shot him?
I wasn't looking.
No, you weren't, huh?
Mhm.
No. Well, you were right there and you weren't looking. So again,
No,
that
I wasn't
kind
looking.
of answer is something that makes people say, "Well, I wonder what he did." You were right there. You were watching your buddy. He's fighting this guy. What were you
I
doing?
wasn't watching.
What were you doing?
I just told you. The guy, Willie was fighting the guy Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I get out. I try to help Willie. At least get Lamar off of him.
Mm-hmm. What you were able to do?
Huh?
What you were able to do?
No,
Yes.
I didn't.
How's that?
I only swung one time when the guy came and snapped me.
Okay.
That's how I got this.
That's how you hurt your hand?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I got slammed.
Onto the pavement?
Yeah.
Or where's that from? Let me see.
In my elbow, the twin get to look at that.
It looks like somebody that kind of was on the ground, like pushed the ground or something.
I got slammed.
It slammed, huh? Why do you think he slammed you?
Because I was trying to help.
Okay, walk me through that a little bit more. Help me understand that. So, help me understand. So, what were you looking at when the alarm went off?
I wasn't looking at them.
Okay, that's not what I asked you, though. I asked you what you were looking at. What were you looking at?
I don't remember at the time.
You don't remember?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I'm so serious.
So you just don't remember what you were looking at? Well, your brother, basically. See, that doesn't help. See, and this is where I get lost again. I'm sorry, but you know what? If this is my he's your brother. Let's be real, right? Because you said only family calls you Papa, and he calls you Papa. He called you Papa every time we talked about you.
Yeah.
So he's pretty tight with you, yeah? Okay. And see, I know how it works, all right? And when my buddy is right and he's done the right thing, I'm gonna say, yeah, I saw him. I saw what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He shot him because you know why? Because he was attacking him. He was choking him, whatever it was. You know what you say? I don't know. I didn't see it. What were you looking at? What was so important at that point in time that you had to be looking at that you didn't see what he did? And you know what you said? You said, I don't know. And what was so important about getting him there? And whose idea was it? Because if it wasn't your idea, I need to know that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't my idea.
So whose idea was it?
It was Willie.
What was his idea? Tell me.
To get them out there.
Why? And what?
And go.
And do what? To get him there and what? Not to go home. Not to go home.
First, he wanted to question him.
Yeah, and then what?
Then he was just saying, drop me off.
Listen, remember, I can't keep asking you, okay? It was Willie's idea, that's fine, but I need to hear it from you.
Okay.
What was his idea?
His idea was to question Lamar to see if, like, he would tell the truth or not. Because we know, like...
What was going to make him tell the truth? You tell me.
I knew he wasn't going to tell the truth.
What was going to make him tell the truth? Why did you have to have him there? What's the point? I know. I got to hear it from you. Because when you don't tell us, it looks like you're covering it up. If you didn't put that plan into action, it wasn't your idea, you just went along, I need to know that. But I need to know everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was the plan? What was the idea?
It was to get Lamar there, to see what he says.
And then there's more, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the hard part. This is the hard part. What were you going to do? Was the plan to kill him? Was that the plan all along? Yes?
Yes, but we wanted what he took back.
Okay. So was the plan to kill him or get the stuff back? Which was it?
Both.
Tell me about it.
We wanted to see what he was going to say.
Okay.
What he wanted to see.
Okay.
I ain't want Lamar to come back, to be honest.
But tell me what happened. So tell me what the plan was. And when he came back, what was going to happen? What was the plan?
Willie was saying that he's just going to have him drop us off. And when we get to Whitney House, whatever happened.
No, it doesn't work. No.
I'm saying, like,
No. You said the plan was to get your stuff back.
Yeah, to try.
All right, tell me about that. No, you're not going to just ask him for your stuff back nicely. Where did the gun come from? Let's talk about that. Let's start there. Where did the gun come from?
In that car.
No. Don't tell me that car. No. Come on, try again. Where did the gun come from?
It came from...
This is where you have to put it out, okay? You don't want him to tell us that you gave it to him, do you? Did you give it to him?
You know,
Okay, then where did it come from?
we had it.
Where?
We had it with us.
What kind of gun was it?
It was a Taurus 9.
What color?
At first, Jaquan was dodging questions left and right, doing everything he could to protect Willie. He was vague, hesitant. I don't know. I can't remember. You'll have to ask Willie. It was clear he didn't want to be in that room, but even clearer that he was trying to hold the line for his friend.
Right? Am I missing something there?
This whole interview, you've said the shot went off, the gun appeared, the gun was there. Stuff just happens. No one's responsible for any of it. This stuff just happens. You won't put a name or yourself in front of any of it. The shot goes off. The gun does this. You're blaming the gun. You're blaming the car. You're blaming. It's like.
I didn't tell you that when he said that he didn't mean to do it. He didn't want to do it. I didn't say that.
The very first comment you made about the shot went off. The gun did it.
How can you say he didn't mean to do it? Here you are talking about.
You planned
were
it.
talking about killing him, and then you said that he didn't mean to do it. Which one is it?
I'm saying that's what Willie said.
Yeah, but I mean, if you talk about it beforehand, you bring a gun. What the hell's the point of that?
You can't say you didn't mean to do it when you're planning to do it because the guy stole
I
from
mean,
you.
that's what he said. I didn't say that.
Okay. So if all of this stuff is stolen, why does it belong any more to you and Willie than it does to
I
Lamar?
mean, after what happened, like, I didn't really care if Lamar took what because it wasn't like mine
Then why'd you get in the car?
to go.
No, we already said to go home is bullshit, right? The ride home is bullshit. So why'd you get in the car?
To go
To go where?
to Willie's house. What Willie
You
had,
were gonna go in the car to take the car.
what Willie had planned, it wasn't planned to happen right there. It happened right there because Lamar, when he turned around, he pulled over. If he didn't pull over, if he didn't stop at that red light or pull over, we would have made it to Willie house. If we would have made it to Willie house, and whatever we said was gonna happen would happen.
And he would have killed him in his front yard in his mama's house?
I don't know.
Okay, time out. I'm thinking this guy whipped into that street and jumped out of that car because he had a gun to his head.
No.
He jumps out of that car because you guys are threatening to kill him and
No.
take his car.
He got out because he wanted to fight.
Okay, so if that's the case, I will go with you there. But I'm telling you, you guys had a plan to get him. You were egging him on to fight so he would get out and fight so you could take that car.
If not there at the hotel.
Did you guys tell him to pull over on Bentley?
On what?
Did you tell him to pull over?
Yeah, Willie was saying like pull over, pull over. I said pop the trunk. I'm just gonna get my stuff.
So Willie's telling him pull over.
Yeah. Cause
Is the gun in his hand when he says pull over?
No. The gun in his hand when he get out the car.
Does Lamar know that you boys have a gun when he is driving that vehicle?
I'm not sure if he knew.
Does Willie not tell him he's going to shoot him?
Mm.
Willie doesn't say, I'm going to shoot you.
When Willie pulled out the gun, he had it pointed at him, but he didn't shoot when he first put it up.
Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
Willie, they get out the car about to fight,
Mm-hmm.
and Willie get out. They start swinging, boom, boom. I saw Willie go to the car, and I heard the gun caught back. And Lamar was like, bro, chill, chill. Like, that's how you gonna do me, like chill.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened?
Then, I guess Lamar tried to take the gun from him or something.
Mm-hmm.
They started fighting after that.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's when they started fighting, I swung more, and I got slammed.
Bye.
The other guy,
Okay.
somebody Lamar's
Mm-hmm.
the other guy in the front seat. You may continue? But after that, that's when the shot went off, and I jumped in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You left something out.
The shot doesn't go off.
Mm-hmm.
Try again.
Well, even beyond that, you left something out. Remember what you told us you said? What did you say? Once the gun came out, what did you say?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the keys?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Yeah, I said, give him the keys.
Give who?
Really?
You said toss.
Give?
No,
What did
I
you
said
say?
give.
Give him the keys.
Yeah.
So what did he do? What did Lamar do when you said that?
Lamar said, put the gun down, and I'll give you the keys. He said that to Willie.
So Lamar wasn't ever really trying to get that gun from Willie. He said he'd give him the keys if he put the gun down.
I think Lamar was trying to, I don't know, because when they started fighting, I know the gun was in somebody's possession.
They started. Wait a minute. Try that again. When they started fighting, you know what?
The gun wasn't out until we got out the car.
Mm-hmm. Whose possession was it in at that point in time? Was it yours?
It was in
Why would you say
Willie's-
somebody's?
It was in Willie's possession.
How do you know?
Because the gun was caught back. He was pointing at him like,
What was he saying when he pointed the gun?
Lamar said, I don't think Willie said anything.
He didn't say anything.
Lamar was saying something.
What was Lamar saying?
he was saying like, this how it is. Like, he was saying like, this how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this how you gonna do me.
And what did
He
Willie
said,
say?
chill. Really wasn't talking like.
So really wasn't means he was saying something. What was he saying? What did he say?
Really wasn't talking.
He wasn't talking at all.
Like, he wasn't saying. He was chasing Lamar
Where?
around the car
How many times?
twice.
Willie's chasing him with a gun in his hand around that car twice.
Yeah.
Is he trying to get the keys? Or does he already have them?
He trying to get him.
What's he saying?
Willie. He wasn't saying
So the only person that asked for the keys was you. The only person that demanded the keys was you. Am I understanding that right?
that.
Yeah.
But I never touched him.
But while your partner's holding him at gunpoint, you're saying give him the keys.
Yeah.
Which again was the plan from the beginning to get the car.
Yeah, the car right here, put the stuff back.
Right. See, we talked about that before. You
Yeah.
said no. So is it yes or no?
Wait, which one?
It was the plan to get the car back, get the car so you can get your stuff back.
My plan was to get the stuff back. Willie's plan was to get both.
Okay.
Did you guys not split up all the loot when you got back from breaking into the cars when you got back to the hotel? Did you not split everything up?
Like what loot?
The stuff you
stolen
guys
stuff.
stole from the cars.
No.
Did you go back to the hotel and divide it? You get this, I get this, we get this?
Mm.
Okay, how much did Lamar get from all of this stuff that was stolen? Did he get any of it? Or did he come back and steal it from you boys?
Nothing. He came back and stole from us, but that was just a camera. It wasn't no clothes.
What do you mean? You said 4 shirts earlier.
Yeah. There was some clothes missing, but he came for that camera.
So the reason that the hotel door room was open
'Cause he-
and all the stuff was spread out on the floor was because he was looking for the camera?
Yeah.
Is it an expensive camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So he wanted to get the camera to get cash for it, I'm assuming, or sell it.
Yeah.
So the only thing missing really from your hotel room was the camera.
Yeah.
Did you guys text him or Facebook him, instant message him, or whatever? Did you guys say anything on the phone about the camera?
No.
Was it all voice calls or was there any texting or instant messaging?
It was both voice call and text.
Okay, what did the text say?
The text. I was telling him like that's money, like you paying me money, he was gonna break that off.
Break it off meaning you were going to sell it.
Yeah.
So he basically stole cash out of your pocket.
Yeah.
And well, what was his answer to that?
He wasn't responding on the phone, but he was calling saying he was coming back because we were like talking to him. Willie was telling me don't talk to him, like Willie don't want to talk to him.
Willie just wants to handle business.
Yeah.
So I can imagine the words you guys were using in that hotel room and what you were going
But
to do.
he wasn't talking to me, he was on the phone with someone else.
What do you mean?
He was on the phone with someone that used to hang with him.
Who is?
Willie's friend.
Who is?
Keelan.
Keeland?
Yeah.
Keeland who?
I don't know him. I just know his name Keelan.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
Is Keelan's number in your phone?
I don't know.
What's he on Instagram as?
I don't know.
And why did he call Keeland?
He was just, they've been talking, like, they always talk on the phone.
What was he saying he was going to do to Keelan's friend?
He was telling Keelan, like, how to mark trial.
And did he tell Keelan what he was going to do?
Yeah.
What did he tell Keelan he was going to do?
You gonna get in the car?
He's going to what?
You get in the car?
Get the car?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he think Keelan would call Lamar and tell him that?
Keelan don't mess with Lamar.
Oh, this is a friend of Willie's.
Yeah, they all were friends, but Lamar fell out with Keelan like a long time ago. Like I think last year.
Okay, they fell out.
Yeah.
So he's telling Keelan, he tried me.
Yeah.
And I imagine you're dropping the N-word, or he's dropping the N-word, and he's going to tell him what he's going to do to this guy. Use the words that he used. What did he say?
Mm-hmm.
There's usually the F word and the N word.
Yeah, he was saying both of them. But
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
know.
tell me,
As in the
because we know how you guys talk. Okay?
Yeah.
We've heard it all. So you tell me, what is he saying to Keelan that he's going to do to Lamar using those words?
If that didn't happen, it would have happened later. But since that happened, it happened right there.
So you improvised. It was either going to happen. It was either going to happen then, or it was going to happen at Willie's house.
Yeah.
So since he pulled over, you improvised. Okay, let's do it here.
What was it? Let's make sure we're on the same page. What was going to happen either there at Willie's house?
I guess the same thing.
Don't guess.
Tell us.
I just know Willie was saying, we gonna go back to my house. The plan was to get to Willie's house. Then whatever happens on the car, that happens. But what Willie said was gonna happen, that was him take the car. Willie never mentioned like killing him. Like, that's
Then why
I
did you say that before?
I said what? Him killing him? That wasn't like. He said like if you play flake. I mean like get kind of defensive.
That he was going to kill him.
Played fake flake. And do they use the word kill or a different word?
He used a different word.
What word did he use?
Bag.
Bag 'em?
Okay.
Yes?
Finally, the detectives got what they wanted. Not a confession, not a breakdown, but something even more powerful, the truth, from the one person Willie never expected to turn on him.
So this man is dead tonight because he stole a camera from you and Willie that didn't belong to you and Willie. Is that accurate?
Yes.
You killed a guy over stolen property that didn't belong to you. Is that true?
I didn't kill him.
You certainly participated.
Yeah.
You certainly conspired to jack him. And when he told you he was going to bag him, you certainly went along with it.
He didn't tell me that.
You just told us
You
you
just said
did.
he said it.
I said he said over the phone to
You heard it.
yeah.
You knew.
If he flaked, he was going to bag him. In other words, if he didn't admit to taking the camera and return it, he was going to get his car taken and get killed. Over a camera that didn't belong to either one of you. Can you imagine you losing someone in your family over a camera that didn't belong to them?
Yeah. I almost lost my mom over nothing.
It really is over nothing, isn't it? So,
Willie Eckford never stood trial. After his friend gave detectives everything they needed, he pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. No parole. Jaquan Glover, the friend who exposed him, was charged with first-degree murder and armed carjacking. Because in the eyes of the law, telling the truth doesn't erase what you did. Riding with the killer still makes you one.